Hi there, welcome to the Happy Chicken Coop YouTube channel. Thanks for joining us today. I'm going to be answering the question, can you keep ducks as pets? Answer is yes, but it's not that simple and straightforward. And I'm going to be going into that as well. Everything that you need to be prepared if you are going to try and keep them as pets. Now, before I get into that, please be sure to like the video and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Also, be sure to subscribe to our website, thehappychickencoop.com. If you subscribe using the link in the description below, you'll receive a free ebook on the 10 best egg-laying chicken breeds. All right, without further ado, let's get into it. So, ducks are most commonly kept as egg and meat birds on homesteads or even in large backyards, but they can be raised as entertaining and pleasant pets as well. These adorable poultry birds can make excellent pets as long as keepers do not expect them to behave like a pet store bird or a cuddly kitten. But before opening your wallet to spend a few bucks on ducklings, consider the long-term time and money investment keeping the ducks well cared for. They need companionship of their type and not just humans to remain happy and healthy. Agricultural stores like Tractor Supply and Rural King and professional breeders are prohibited by law in most states from selling a single duck to a customer. In many states, buyers are required to purchase a minimum of 3 or 4 ducks at a time. So let's dive in here. Keeping ducks as pets. Things to consider first. Now, let's start off with pet duck behavior. Do not expect a duck to curl up on your lap and cuddle. Most breeds will be pleasant and enjoy spending time with their keepers. Some duck breeds enjoy having their bellies gently rubbed. The intelligence of ducks far surpasses that of chickens. The ducks will like to follow you around and circle you to have treats tossed to them. Watching the ducks swim and waddle is a great free outdoor entertainment. If you use a baby pool in the coop with the slide, some of the ducks or ducklings will spend hours while hopping onto it and splashing down into the water, which is also very fun to watch. Ducks are not mean like a goose or rooster can be and do not bite out of anger. However, they may get your finger with their relatively rounded, solid bill when petting them or feeding them treats. This act may startle a young child, but it will not break the skin. Ducks enjoy shiny and moving objects. Similar to chickens and pet shop birds, ducks often enjoy shiny things like mirrors, playing with strings attached to bells, and similar shimmering objects as a form of entertainment. Another good reason not to keep ducks inside is all the toxic smells they can come into contact with. The fragrances used in hairspray, aftershave, and perfume can be incredibly harmful to birds because of their olfactory glands. You'll also be able to tell if your duck likes you. They make a happy sounding quack that sounds similar to a chirp when they hear your voice or see you coming. If the ducks come to stand right next to you or encircle you, it shows they think of you as a safe person to be around and hold you in a position of trust. Some, but not all, ducks actually enjoy listening to music, playing music for your ducks to enjoy after they become accustomed to both you and their new environment. Now let's talk about duck as pets in indoor living. First part, potty training. Keeping a duck as an inside pet and putting a diaper on the bird is sadly becoming popular in focus of widely viewed YouTube videos. If you're going to keep them as a pet, you must respect the animal and understand that as a poultry bird, it is still livestock, even if you name the bird and love it dearly. It will be impossible to house train a duck. It's just not going to happen no matter how hard you try. Ducks do not possess sphincter muscles. Therefore, it is impossible to control their urination and defecation. Shortly after foraged food or poultry bird feeds enters the duck, it starts to come out on the other end. Now let's talk about water access. Putting a duckling in a bathtub or even a plastic baby pool in the garage once in a while will not create the property husbandry scenario it needs to remain either healthy or happy. A duck must have access to clean water to swim in and dip its head into at all times. Once a duckling surpasses at least 2 weeks old and the body oils that help it dry quickly, it should never go without water for more than 8 hours at the very most. As far as growth, the duckling will mature into a far more giant poultry bird in relatively no time at all. In just a few months, that cute fuzzy little duckling can be a nearly mature bird that weighs between 6 to 10 pounds. As far as egg laying, some breeds of ducks, hens start laying eggs when they're just a few months old. Even if you could purchase only female ducks, which is unlikely because these birds are rarely sexed like chickens when sold, she will still lay eggs. While the eggs will be unfertilized, if the hen does not have access to a drake, she will still drop them all around the house, porch, or backyard, serving as a living or free-ranging area. Ducks lay their eggs between dusk and dawn. Anyone walking in the duck living space will likely step on an egg or two if they are not placed inside a duck house or a coop with an attached run at night. Mature hens typically lay between 3 to 4 eggs per week. Now let's talk about the noise. Some duck keepers warn folks that these poultry birds can become very noisy and loud. My experience has been the opposite, but my flock have the run of a lot of acres and a large pond to hold their attention. If the ducks are kept in too confined of a space or become bored or agitated, they will become much more vocal. Now let's talk about the mess. Duck droppings are large, frequent, and messy. This is yet another reason why keeping a pet duck inside is truly a terrible idea. Even when keeping ducks as pets in a coop and run environment, you still need to deal with the mess from droppings and all the water they will splash out of the kiddie pool or small garden pond. The bedding in the house or coop will need to be removed and replaced with new clean bedding once a week to prevent bacteria, mold, or mildew that can make the ducks severely ill. So, will pet ducks get attached to their keepers? Ducks will actually quickly learn who their keepers are and respond to the sight of them and the sound of their voices. The more you interact with the ducks when they are ducklings, the better chances of them are being accepted, petted, or having their bellies rubbed. A duckling may imprint upon you if you hatch them in an incubator and again handle them and talk to them frequently. For example, you can order fertilized poultry bird eggs from large breeding operations like Meyer Hatchery and Murray McMurray Hatchery. That's going to do it for us here at the Happy Chicken Coop. Thanks for listening. If you find our content interesting, if you learned something new, please be sure to like the video and subscribe to the YouTube channel. With that, I hope you have a great day, and we'll talk to you soon.